Hello, I'm Sheryl, and this is Sleep Tight Relax, a calming bedtime podcast for the young and young at heart. In this story, we are going to hear from a white kitten about how it became white when all its brothers are tabby cats. The kitten tells Dolly, the little girl, that one time when it was seeking its fortune, it found an amazing room filled with all kinds of foods. The kitten ate and had an amazing meal, and then noticed something about the room when it heard a sound. The kitten will tell us all about it. Did you know that the most common cat color is the brown or brown-gray tabby, which generally has brown, black, and gray blended together? You can also have gray tabbies, orange tabbies, and cream or buff tabbies. Pure white cats are fairly rare in the general cat population, as they require a gene that hides every other possible coat color and pattern in a cat's genetic makeup. Our story tells us a different reason. Now, before we continue with our story, let's start by making sure you are comfy and take some great, big belly breaths. Breathing in slowly through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Notice how your belly rises as you fill yourself up with air. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice how relaxing it feels as you release the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. You are becoming relaxed, calm, and peaceful. One more time. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. How do you come to be white when all your brothers are tabby, my dear? Dolly asked her kitten. As she spoke, she gently took it away from the ball it was playing with and placed her on her lap. I'll tell you if you keep it a secret and maybe pet me for a while, the kitten answered. Dolly was not surprised to hear the kitten speak, for she knew that all creatures answer if one only speaks to them properly. So she held the kitten comfortably, pet her a while, and the tale began. You must know, my dear Dolly, the kitten began, and Dolly thought she had heard this story before. You must know that when we are very small, we all set out to seek our fortunes. Why, interrupted Dolly, you were all born and brought up in our barn. I used to see you every day. Quite so, said the kitten. We sought our fortune every night. And it turned out to be to chase mice, mostly. Well, one night I was chasing a particularly fun mouse when I came to a hole in the door that I had never noticed before. I squeezed through it and found myself in a beautiful, large room. It smelt delicious. There was cheese there, and pizza and hot dogs. There was fish and ice cream, mice, and milk. It was the most lovely room you can think of. "There's no such room," began Dolly. "Well, did I say there definitely was?" asked the kitten. "I only said I found myself there." "Well, anyway, I stayed there for a long, long time. It was the happiest hour of my life. But as I was washing my face after one of the most delicious meals of fish, pizza, and ice cream I have ever tasted, I noticed that all the walls in the room were covered with pictures of big, scary dogs." The kitten added slowly, "Well, did I tremble?" Dolly hadn't trembled. She had only pet the kitten even more to make it tell even more of the story. "Well, I stood there rooted to the ground, scared, ready to leap. And then came a soft sound, a squeaking and barking noise, and a scary-looking monster suddenly stood before me. It was something like a dog, only much smaller. It scared me such a fright that I think it changed the color of my fur to white." "Are you talking about Nicky the Chihuahua?" asked Dolly. "It was a monster, I tell you. It scared the wits out of me, and I left that lovely fairyland a completely different cat. That's how I came to be white." "I don't believe a word of it. Your hair can't turn white by being scared," said Dolly. "Oh, well," said the kitten, showing its claws. "For centuries, it has been widely believed that fright or dread can turn hair white." I think it might in fact be impossible. There is no means by which hair could turn white, either suddenly or overnight," said Dolly gently. The kitten put its nose in the air. "You've got no imagination," it said. "But Kitty, really and truly, without pretending, you were born with white hair, you know. If you know all about it, why did you ask me? At any rate, you can't expect me to remember whether I was born with white hair or not. I was too young to notice such things." "Oh, you are such a silly little kitty," said Dolly, bewildered. The kitten bristled with indignation. "What? You really don't believe me?" it said, and with that, the kitten jumped off her lap and ran back to the barn, where Nicky, the Chihuahua, was waiting for her. And that's the end of our silly story. Say after me, "I am thankful for this day, grateful for this bed, and I am looking forward to tomorrow." Sleep tight.